Hey folks, Jeff Frye here, former Major League Baseball player and your certified hitting guru. Today I want to go over a few things. Mainly today I wanted to discuss what I've seen on social media about some of these hitting tools, these hitting gimmicks that a lot of these self-proclaimed hitting gurus are using in their lessons with young kids. And I mean, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier, and I just wanted to show you parents some of the tools that, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion who've played this game, aren't necessary. Okay, a baseball bat and a tee and a ball is really all you need. But anyway, here's some of the tools I'm gonna show you today. The first one is the most popular. It's the PVC pipe. I could see some practical uses of the PVC pipe if you want to redo your sprinkler system, or maybe you got a leak, your plumbing, your pool, or whatever. But really, there's no really need to use a PVC pipe when practicing baseball. So I would be leery if you walked in and the coach, the first thing he does is hand this to your kid. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Next, we're going to go with the Rebels rack. Now, the Rebels rack, I tried my best to try and find a use for this thing. I practiced it and, went through the tutorial and all that, and to me, it's worthless. Maybe I can find something around the house to use it for, but to me, the Rebels rack is a worthless hitting tool. So we're gonna get rid of that too. Let's see, the Chucky Toy. I've seen this used. I've seen actually some big leaguers use this. Those guys are exceptional. And grown men and major leaguers can do things that little kids can't do. So I'd be very leery if you walk into the cage and the guy with his hat like this, with his sweat jacket on, hands your kid a Chucky Toy. It says, "This is how you're going to do it. We're going to learn how to hit with this." So maybe there's some uses for this, but I'd stick with a bat and a ball and get rid of that. Let's see, what's next? Well, the boat oar, I've seen used quite a few times. The boat oar, does have a big hitting surface, so I could see that. But it's not even the same length as a bat. It's lighter than a bat, and unless you're heavy rains and you're having some flooding near your home, there's really not much use for the boat oar in teaching kids hitting. So we're gonna get rid of that too. The pool noodle. Love the pool noodle. You could snap it with this, snap it real quick, but it's so big around, and I've seen how they, sometimes they do this and they hold something and they try to get under here, but the pool noodle should not be used as a hitting device. It's just to keep your kids safe in the pool when they can't swim. So we're gonna get rid of that too. I didn't have a fishing net. I gave it back to my friend. So this is the Lacrosse Stick. It's kind of like a fishing net, but I've seen drills where kids will pause their swing and catch the ball right here with a fishing net or something like the Lacrosse Stick. But once again, a baseball bat is what I recommend to teach young kids hitting. So we're going to get rid of that too. I've seen this one too. This one where they put a strap on your arms, kind of like this, where you try to keep this. I guess this doesn't work that way, but like this. Here we go. Where I try to keep my arms a certain distance away when I'm swinging. This is not a natural movement. This is just another gimmick that these guys are using. So when they start strapping your kid up with all these straps and harnesses and things when he's 12 years old and he just wants to learn how to hit, the basics of hitting, I'd get rid of this too. So here's another red flag, and it's a red too. Okay. And the spatula. Gotta love the spatula. I've seen a lot of the spatula drills where they drop it into the slot, supinate, and work on a check swing and hitting with a spatula. In my 15-year career, I never used a spatula to hit. I cooked some steaks with it or something, or some burgers, but never really worked on snapping and supinating and creating launch quickness and pausing my swing. I don't really understand the concept of starting your swing and pausing it. So you're going to automatically decelerate knowing you have to stop. So you're not going to create launch quickness or bat speed with a spatula. So we're going to get rid of the spatula. But anyway, now we're back to what your kids should be using when practicing hitting. A baseball bat, okay? They're all different sizes, different weights, different dimensions. You know, find the one that your kid likes, he feels comfortable swinging. Make sure it's not too heavy. The way I used to test if a bat was too heavy or not was to hold it out at the end. And if I could hold it out, I felt like I could handle this bat. If it gets too heavy and comes down, the kid's not strong enough to hold it, get him a lighter bat. Don't worry about using the bat that's too heavy when they're young. Let them swing a bat they can control, because that's the key. Okay, so we're going to take one practice swing with a bat, because that's what we should be using. Okay, we're going to just work on short and quick to the ball, down through it, hit a line drive right up the middle of the pitcher. Nothing feels better than watching the pitcher throw a pitch and ducking as you hit a bullet right past him. So here we go. Pretty simple swing. I keep using this simple term, but it is. We're overcomplicating this stuff, parents. Simple. Work on hitting the line drives up the middle. The rest will take care of itself. So high hands, stride toward the ball, right toward the pitcher, and hit a line drive up the middle. It's kind of really easy. SHEGONE!